think there is a need for Women's Day because Women's Day we celebrate and acknowledge women who gave us voices. We celebrate and acknowledge women who fought against gender inequality. It's a moment where we acknowledge the women in the past and the women today who are still trying to fight for other women, because we are not yet there as women. Women in the past were not could not take matters into their own hand and were not so assertive. But the world is slowly changing. Although we still have women who are still feel subordinate or inferior to men, but we have feminists who are trying to fight these imbalances. As women, we were taught to obey men, but as soon as we step out of the limited roles that we were offered, men feel intimidated. I feel that's why they now start to abuse women, because they are used to being obeyed. They start the rape against women, the physical abuse, and it's totally wrong, because there needs to be a balance between feminine and masculine. And we also need strong men who strongly believe in the balance between feminine and masculine, to speak out to other men, show them the right way to do things, and stop the abuse against women and children. And women as well, they need to get more educated, more empowered to stand up against these things. Because if we don't talk about it as women, nobody will. The issues that disabled women face, I believe they are similar to those that are faced by non-disabled women. The only difference is that is the layer of discrimination against women who are disabled, and fighting for being recognition actually. Feminists as well, when they talk about these things, they are not including people with disabilities, women actually with disabilities. If feminism does not include all women, why is it even called feminism? Because it needs to be more inclusive. We as people with disabilities, we feel excluded most of the time. I don't think it's a question of not listening to women with disabilities voices. It's about us women with disabilities afraid to talk because you're not being taken serious. We ask ourselves if our opinion will even be considered as feminism, because they are not including us. When you talk about inclusion, we're not talking about accessibility for physically challenged or for any disabled people. We talk about people's perception and ideas when it comes to people with disability, particularly women with disabilities. You understand? We talk about the media industry. It doesn't have many people with I think it's only 1%. We talk about when you get at work, the senior roles, management roles. It's only people who doesn't have disabilities. When you talk about inclusion, we're talking about all these things, not only accessibility. I attend a special school, so when you get out of that box to the real world, it's not easy, especially at universities. You find that there is no enough accessible features for people with disability. But then, if us as disabled, we don't get out there and try to change the system, nobody will. So I know and understand that it's difficult out there for us, but we need to get out of the box and try very hard to change how things are run, because nobody's going to do that for us.